Hello everyone, this is me Risha. Welcome back to my new podcast. So here I have brought a very interesting person, Mr. Akash. And Mr. Akash is basically a communication skill trainer. So let us have an interaction with him and let us know something about how to develop our communication skills. Hello Mr. Akash, how are you?
I'm totally fine, Rishav. And what about you?
Yeah, I am also doing great. So Mr. Akash, like can you little bit introduce about yourself that like
Yeah,
about
sure,
something? Yeah.
sure. First of all, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity for having a one-to-one interaction with you. And now, if I introduce myself, in the category of education, I've completed my graduation in 2017 as a BTech mechanical engineer. After that, I have gone for a job only for 7 months. I was not having any interest in doing a job. From the starting, I was totally focused that I have to start something of my own. So after doing a job for 7 months continuously, I quit my job and I started my own organization by name Synonym Solution. So I'm a founder at Synonym Solution. Synonym Solution is basically a life skill training organization which used to provide the soft skills training to school and college going student. So I established this organization in 2017 in March only. And now this organization is in continuous run, so it's been almost 3 or 3.5 year with this organization, and I'm very happy with the work which I am doing in this particular organization as a communication trainer coach. And I'm also a digital coach in which I'm having my own online course of communication program, in which already there are a lot of members who are the part of my program, who are learning from me and who are doing a lot of better things in their life. So this was the brief introduction about me. I talked major about my work in my introduction because what I believe, my work is my introduction. That's why I've talked a lot about my work. So that's what a little thing I would like to talk about.
Yeah, great, Mr. Akash. You gave a very lovely introduction. So my today we're gonna talk about communication skills, okay? Because a lot of people in India and like most of the country, as you know, communication is very much important, but they don't have a very good communication skills. So
Right.
when communication skills come to our mind, so the very first and basic question is that how to develop a good communication skills or how to become a good communicator. So, like, would you like to focus on it, like how anyone can develop his or her communication skills?
Sure, why not? Like you also said rightly that a lot of people wants to improve their communication skills, but they are not able to do so. Do you know why? Because we are in our comfort zone. We want something, but we don't want to do anything. Communication is not a very hard skill. I never say that most of the people say that public speaking is one of the most common fear. To communicate with someone is one of the most common fear, but I don't believe this, because everything, if you are not familiar with that particular thing, you will always have fear in that particular thing. Suppose you are not familiar how to drive, then you will always have fear for how to drive. But if you are familiar with that particular thing, you will love that. You will love. Am I right, Rishabh? So
Yeah, exactly.
communication is just like also that if you are not familiar with the formulas, if you are not familiar with the tricks, if you are not familiar, then you will not be able to communicate. You will not be able to speak in front of a lot of audience. First thing, you
Exactly.
have to learn, and people don't want to do that. They just want that if I'm lying on a bed, if opportunity comes to me, I just get up from my bed, I just went onto the stage and I give a wonderful presentation. That is never going to be happen. If you want to give a heart winning presentation in front of your audience, you have to come out from your comfort zone. You have to find out the content as per your audience. You have to prepare for that. You have to find out some time. You have to rehearse. And just like that, after doing all these things, you will be able to give a wonderful presentation. So, here I want to share two rules. The
Mhm.
first one is, this is not a rule, this is a basic logic. The whenever we will give input, then only we can expect output.
Exactly.
Right? So communication is a output, the output you are expecting from yourself. But before giving the output, just ask a question from yourself, क्या मैंने input दिया, whether I have given the input or not.
Mhm.
Just ask this question. If the answer is no, if the answer is no, then you are not ready to give the output. But if the answer is yes, that I have given my input, if the answer is yes, yes, I have given my input, then you are ready to give the output. Now, what is that input? The question is, what is that input? That input is the reading and listening. The more you read, the more information you will grab in your mind. The more you will listen, the more
Yes.
you'll become fluent how to speak a particular word, what to do if I got blank, what to do if someone asked me a question. If you listen to other speakers, you'll get all those ideas. So this is the input. The first one is reading, this is the input. The second input is listening. The
Yes.
more input you will give to yourself, the more fluent you will be in the output. Now what is the output? When you taken the information, when you have taken the fluency in yourself, then only you will be able to give the output to other people. Now there are two different parts of giving the output. The first part of giving output is in front of yourself only. In front of yourself only, just like just open the camera, okay, find out
Yeah.
a topic and speak on that particular topic. I know, I completely agree with the point that in the starting of your days, in the starting days of yours, you'll commit a lot of mistake. You'll record your first video. When you will record your second video, you again will commit a lot of mistake. For even
Like,
10, 15, or 20 videos, you may commit a thousands of mistake. But don't worry for that. When you will commit lot of mistake, then only you can polish yourself. But people want that key, uh, in just one day I want to be a good communicator. Do you have any formula like that? So I want to say that there is no formula, not only with me, not in the whole world, who can make you a better communicator in just one day, not even in 10 days or 1 month. It is a continuous process. The more you will work on yourself, the more you will work on yourself, the more improvement you will get in yourself. So you have to focus on two things. The first one is the input, the second one is the output. Input is the reading and listening, output is the video recording or in front of the stage. So this is the basic funda to improve the communication skill, not a rocket science.
okay, wow, like you explained everything very well. Okay, like it is a basic thing. Okay, you have not even like lot of things to say. Okay, it is a basic, and I hope like my listener will practice this. Okay, whoever want to improve their communication skills. Okay, who want to become a good communicator. Okay, please follow these tips. Okay, definitely it will help you to improve your communication skills. So, like Mr. Akash, like my second question is that okay, what are a sign of a good speaker? Or what are the sign of a good communicator? Because if I talk about communication skills or a good communicator, so there are a lot of qualities, okay, a good communicator or a good speaker should have. So can you emphasize some of them, like what a good sign of a good communicator or qualities of a good communicator?
As per of my experience, I believe that if you are having these two qualities, that means you are a good communicator. The first one is if you are a good listener. If you are a good listener, that means you are a good communicator. And the second one is if you are doing no assumptions. The assumption is one of the root cause where the communication breaks. If you are a speaker and if you are speaking something in front of your audience and you are assuming that my audience are getting 100% of things whatever I'm saying to them,
Uh,
but it is not real. You just are assuming. You are getting my point. You are just
yeah,
assuming these points that my audience is getting 100% whatever I'm saying to them. You are assuming. Instead of assuming, you should take the feedback from your audience. Are you getting my point?
yeah,
Are you
exactly.
getting my point? Just like I'm asking from you. In
Yeah,
between of my points, I'm asking repeatedly. Are you getting my point?
yeah,
So, as a speaker, you should always ask from your audience. Are you getting my point? What I want to say? Are you catching my point? Are we on the same page? So, you have to confirm time and again, time and again, time and again. So, you and your audience, you both can be on the same page. So,
yeah,
this is the number one quality of a communicator. Because as a communicator, what is your duty? You have to make your audience understand that what you want to say, what is in your mind. What is in your mind? You have to feed their mind with your information. This is your duty, this is your job as a communicator. So
yeah,
if you are assuming like yes, this is happening, they are getting my 100% of point, but they are not getting even 10%. So what is the
yeah.
use of speaking? What is the use of speaking? There's no use of speaking. So you have
Wow.
to confirm time and again, time and again, time and again. Are you getting my point? Are we on the same page? Okay, so can you repeat what we have discussed? Just give me 2 points. Whatever we have discussed, just give me 2 points. So at that point of time, you will be able to know that whether they are getting my point or not. So this is the first quality of the great communicator. No assumptions are there. No assumption.
Got
100% clarity. So assumption and clarity are inversely proportional. Are you getting?
uh,
Assumption, are you a science student?
no, I am commerce student.
Commerce student. But do you know the funda of directly proportional and inversely proportional?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, when two things are directly proportional, that means if one thing is
Yeah.
increasing, then the second will by default increase. So
Yeah, exactly.
assumptions and the clarity in communication, they both are inversely proportional. When you increase your assumptions, your clarity will automatically decrease.
Okay.
Or when you decrease your assumptions, your clarity in communication automatically increase. So what you have to do, you have to decrease your assumptions, you have to decrease your assumptions, and you have to increase your clarity as much as possible. Be clear with your audience.
No.
Okay, so this is the first quality. Now the second quality is you are a good listener.
Yes,
You should be a good listener, because when you are prepared for your speech, now you went onto the stage in front of your audience. Suppose your audience are expecting something from you, so it is your duty to know about their expectation, what they are expecting from you, what they want, why they are here, what they want to listen, what is their expectation. So before speaking something, you should listen what they want. In the communication, what I believe, that you are here to change someone's mindset,
exactly.
right? You are here to change someone's perception, but it is not possible to change someone's mindset, it is not possible to change someone's perception without understanding their mindset.
Exactly.
Without understanding someone's mindset, is it possible for you to change their mindset?
No.
No, na, not possible. So
No.
if we want to change their perception, if we want to change their mindset, first we
No.
have to understand what is there in their mind. What is
Exactly.
there in their mind? So whenever we are able to know that what is going on in their mind, then we can translate, then we can speak in such a manner so that we can influence.
Mm.
Just take the example of Bhagavad Gita, a holy book of Hindu religion, right? You know about the Bhagavad Gita, na? You are
Yeah,
aware of Bhagavad Gita.
yeah, exactly.
In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, only Arjun speaks. Only Arjun speaks. Only Arjun speaks to Bhagwan that I'm getting this, I'm getting nervous, I'm not able to fight, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do that. Only Krishna is listening only. Krishna is not giving only or not even a single reply in the first chapter. Krishna is listening only, because Krishna wants to know what Arjuna is facing, why he is not able to fight. Krishna wants to know the reason behind that. And in the second chapter, now Krishna starts to speak. Even Krishna is the God. He knows everything. He knows each and everything. What is there in Arjuna's mind. But then also he is listening. Before speaking, he is listening the confusions of Arjuna, and after getting all the confusions from Arjuna's mind, now Krishna is giving the solutions to Arjuna. You have to do this. So
Yeah.
these are the two topmost qualities of a great communicator. The first one is he is a great listener. The second one is he never do assumption, he always clear the thing from his audience or from the other speaker. So these are the two topmost quality of a great communicator.
Wow, like you gave a very great point, okay, and you explained it in a very practical way, okay, and I really loved your way of expressing the answer, okay. Definitely, our listener and I would also follow these things, okay. What are these are the two main sign of a good speaker, okay, and you gave a very well example and you explained everything in a very fantastic way. Fine,
Thank you so
and
much.
my like, yeah, and my next question is that okay, my next things comes in my mind like a lot of people have already started improving their communication skills, okay, but sometimes they commit a lot of mistakes, okay. So even when I started the things, okay, so I was asking from a lot of people that what to do, what to not do. So a lot of people was telling me different things like do this, do that, do. So I have tried everything. So can you say me that what are the common mistake that people are committing, okay, while improving their communication skills, like what are the mistakes they're committing when they're in their journey of their communication skills?
The only mistake, what I believe, if you can commit, is not to be consistent. That is the only mistake you can commit. If you are not fluent in your communication, that is not a mistake. If you are not in good in grammar, this is not a mistake. If you are not good in speaking English, it is not a mistake. If you are not feeling comfortable in front of thousands of people, not even in front of camera or 10 people, then it is not a mistake. The mistake is you are not consistent in improving all those things.
Wow.
I'm a kind of person who believes more in practicality. I'm not a kind of person who is here to give a lot of logics, theories, or formulas. When you asked me a first question that what are the basic fundamentals to improve the communication skill, I just give two things: reading and listening. Focus on reading, focus on listening, you will be able to communicate in a very well frequent manner. And if you are not able to believe that, just do it for next 21 days. Fix your time routine for half hour reading and half hour listening, and you will start seeing the result in next 15 days. In next 15 days you will start seeing the result. Okay, when you ask me the second question, what are the two qualities of a good communicator, I gave you a very practical answer. Now in the third question also, I'm giving a very practical answer. Not to become consistent is the biggest mistake you can commit. Okay, if you are not fluent in grammar or English speaking, these all, in my point of view, whether in your point of view or whether in other speakers point of view, these may be a lot of mistake, they may be a lot of mistake, like grammar or all these things may be a mistake, but in my point of view they are not a mistake. If you are a passionate person, if you are a passionate person who really or who genuinely wants to improve his or her communication skill, my dear friend, you will overcome, you will 100% overcome your grammatical mistake, your fluency mistake. Just like, take your example, Rishabh, take your example. You are a student who is studying in 12th class.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
tell me the number of students from your school or from your environment who are doing the same thing as you are doing. Just tell me the numbers. Tell me the numbers.
Yeah, they are very less. I don't think so. In my like school, there is anyone one of doing that.
That is the answer. That is the answer of your question. Not lot of people are doing great things. Only few are doing. So if you are serious for your life, if you are serious for your communication, then you are finding the ways, na? You are finding the ways how to connect with people, how to invite someone, how to engage with them, how to ask questions. You are getting all these things, and ways are also opening for you. Now take the example of your friends who are just doing their silly little things. They are having a lot of excuses. Just go to them and ask anytime, would you like to invite someone to have a video chat? They'll say like, yeah, nobody will accept my invitation. How can I invite? My English grammar is so bad, I am not able to communicate, I'm not having Instagram channel, I'm having only 500 followers, 600 followers, why someone will accept my invitation? They always have their limiting beliefs. But you are a kind of person who is not having a limiting belief. I'm a kind of person who is not living with his limiting belief. So the basic mistake you can ever commit in, not in just communication, in your life, not to become consistent. So be consistent, be focused for your reading and listening. For a communicator, just like for a priest in the temple, the worship is his बेसिक ड्यूटी, वर्शिप फॉर अ प्राइस. एक पंडित के लिए मंदिर में क्या उसका धर्म होता है? भगवान की पूजा करना, यही उसका धर्म है. तो फॉर अ कम्युनिकेटर, reading and listening, these two are his basic duties. If he is not committed with these two things, then in my point of view, it is his biggest mistake. Like, he's cheating people because he is not learning, he's not listening or reading on the daily basis. If he is not learning, how can he train someone else? How can he share his knowledge with someone else? Right? So be a consistent reader, be a consistent listener, and that's how you will be able to overcome your any mistake. So that's the answer that I want to give you here.
Wow, like you explained the things very well,
And
very very.
one more thing I want to say here. A lot of people will also say that in the starting people commit that they are not making eye contact. In the starting people play with pen. People put their hand in pocket. But in the starting, everybody do that. Everybody do that. These are not the mistake. With the practice, you will be able to overcome. So people who say that like I am playing with the pen or not able to make the eye contact. I was also a kind of person who was shivering even in the front of fifth class. Even in the front of fifth class student, my legs were shivering when I first gave my speech. In the first speech, my legs were shivering. Okay, so this happened with everyone. But if you are a passionate person, who really or who genuinely wants to improve his communication skill, you will always find the ways. You will always find the ways. So these are not the mistakes.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, like you explain the things in a very, very, very like well mannered and in a practical point of aspect. Fine. And like we are at the end of our podcast again. So one of my last question and very, very important question. This question I find very important. And this question I ask with every guest whomever I bring in my podcast or in my show. So the question is that like what is a piece of advice or what is a piece of suggestion you would like to give to our audience or you would like to give me or to the young people who are in the journey of their communication skills or like to anybody, what is the piece of suggestion from your side or your life lesson you would like to give to others?
The like what I believe, that I'm not at that much platform that I should give advice to someone. I have to achieve a lot of things. I have to do a lot of things. So what I believe, that I'm not authorized for that. But still, if I need to advise something for someone so that they can apply in their life as part of my experience, I just want to say one thing, that never ignore these kind of soft skills in your life. Okay,
Uh,
I'm not giving any inspirational message that dream high or do this, do that. I'm not giving any inspirational or motivational message. I'm saying that always work, always be focused for your soft skills, for your life skills. Because
uh,
as we are living in a world which is going to be automated very soon, a lot of things are automated, and in the future, a lot of things will be automated. When the cameras, CCTV cameras came, they snatch up the job for the watchmen, right? So lot of jobs are going on because of these automated technology. I just gave an example. In your surrounding, you can see a lot of examples are there. Lot of examples are there. The automation have snatched up a lot of jobs. Okay, so if you are a kind of person who is living in 2021, be focused for your soft skill, be focused for your life skill, because in future these are the only skill which will help you to survive, which will help you to achieve your dreams. Because communication, leadership, personality, these are the skill every industry demands from a person. If you are a technical person and if you forget a formula in between of your design, then you can search for that particular formula on the Google, right? You can search for that particular formula from the book. But if your team leader asks you to give a presentation at a certain point of time, at a certain point of time you are working, and at a certain point of time your team leader picks you up and asks you to give a wonderful presentation in front of your team of 20 or 25 people, but you are
uh,
not aware about the soft skill. So from which book you'll see the formula of giving a presentation? From which
uh,
YouTube channel you will learn that at an instant how to give a wonderful presentation? Because this will not come from a book, this will not come from Google, this will not come from YouTube videos, this will come by practicing. So if you are a kind of person who is practicing these type of skills in your daily life, then one day will be there when you will be able to survive, and one day you will be able to achieve all your dreams. And these soft skill or life skill will always help you to be into the leadership position. What kind of person you will always find in the leadership position? The person who always have their better communication skills, leadership skills, a groomed personality. These kind of people are always at the higher positions, are always at the top positions. So my request, not advice, it is my request from everyone, that you should work on your soft skills, on your life skill. People in the starting age or in the starting journey take these skills very lightly, and that
exactly.
will improve, will improve later. We'll do a course of 2 months, and in that particular course I'll improve my communication skills. And when the time comes for the interview, they are not able to crack that particular interview, even they are having more than 80% of CGPA, 8.5, 9 CGPA, but then also they are not able to crack the interviews. Do you know why?
Uh,
Because in the 4 year they just had their technical knowledge, they were not
exactly.
aware for the soft skill. So don't take this type of skills very lightly. This is my request to all of you who are listening to us right now. Please be focused for your soft skill, please be focused for your life skill. This will help you a lot in your life to achieve all your dreams and to survive in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Akash. Like you gave a very, very lovely answer for all my question. Okay, you explained things in very, very, very like good manner and a practical manner. And thank you very much for coming to my podcast again. Like we are in the end of our podcast now. It's time to end our podcast. And thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for giving me precious time and for my audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rishabh. It was an absolute privilege for me. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity for having a one-to-one interaction with you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care, dear. Bye bye.